Banned model? What does that even mean? What? What's the model that's being banned? I don't understand. Anyway, today's... Oh, I'm still using display capture from when I was doing the... Gosh dang it, what was it called last night? The thing that Mortis gifted me. The Lords of the Fallen. That was what I was playing. I forgot I still had display capture on. I don't want display capture. I want my thingamabob. And I better set it up on this layout too. And this is even the layout I'm using. I use this layout for this game. I am going a little bit crazy today. My brain is frazzled. I don't know what the heck, man. Yeah. Goodbye 3D model. That's what you mean then. Yeah, one day I'd like to have enough talent to design my own 3D models. That day is not today. So I'm just gonna continue printing models that other people have designed here. I'm telling it to print a little bit slowly for layer 1. You saw with display capture kind of what was being printed there. It's supposed to be a 16-hour print, so this is not finishing on stream. But I want to print one of those winter dragons, but a version that has wings. And I've never actually printed one of those before. I don't remember whether I've tried or not. It might be finicky and weird. So we'll see. I usually print them at 70% size. But this time I'm printing it at 100% size, which is basically like double the volume when you consider that, you know, if you have a volume, if you turn every dimension to 50%, that's 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5. So really, like, having something in like a 3D model viewer is really an eighth of the volume. So, you know, 70% size compared to 100% size. I'm basically doubling the volume-ish. Something like that. So it's a long print. I'm trying it out. I don't have very much white left, so I'm just, I'm starting out with white, and then I'm going to do, like, light blues from there. So it's going to be similar to the Winter Dragon that I printed before, except bigger and winged, and I hope that something doesn't go wrong. And if something doesn't go wrong, then it's going to be printing throughout the entire stream and past when the stream is done, too. So, there's that. How you doing today? Alright, I suppose. It's, you know, been a long past few days here. Found a really good FreeCAD tutorial series on YouTube if you want me to send it to you. Only on part 2 right now. Following along with the tutorial, I made an SD card organizer. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'd definitely be interested in learning a thing or two about that. There's a new side mission waiting for you atop Hotel Z, at the Hotel Z rooftop. And because it's Christmas Day, I figured because I was on Santa's naughty list, this is what the naughty kids get this year. Pokémon Legends CA DLC. So that's why we're doing this today. Let's go ahead and travel to here in that case. This is, gosh dang, I saw the mission objective and I just kind of assumed, where the heck is the, I thought it was somewhere, it's here, right? Yeah, Hotel Z, my god. Yeah, I'm just kind of keeping busy chipping away at different things. Do I go up this way? Typically, I'm doing Christmas stuff with my mom's side of the family on Christmas Eve, and we did have a little small gathering the other day, and, you know, made the most of things, and I think everyone here enjoyed themselves. And then Christmas Day is when what the heck? Is when I usually do things with my dad's side of the family. But that didn't quite work out this year, so this year I'm just kind of home, like, big chillin' here, so. Here I am playing this, big game that's gonna drive me up the wall, I'm sure, for this year's Christmas Day. So yeah, Merry Christmas to anyone watching this on Twitch, and Merry whatever day of the week it is that anyone potentially watching this on YouTube could be watching it. Merry Thursday. I'm gonna have a 1 in 7 chance now. Actually, technically less than 1 in 7 because people usually watch videos mostly on the weekends. Whatever, I don't know. But Harm, I have not received the ZI DLC, yet I must have been classified as a naughty list candidate this year. I probably have to go through the building to go there. You must have been. Maybe you were just good enough that you didn't receive the Legend ZA DLC. Also, I was planning on redesigning my team a little bit for the DLC, but some of the Pokemon that I want to use, apparently you can only get in the DLC itself. Well, I was looking through some of the new Megas, and one of the ones that was intriguing me a little bit was the Mega Absol. I know that Mythic being here would be like, whoa, maybe Abigail's gonna go back in the party. And I was thinking about that, like potentially taking the slot for Buccaneer here or something. But it also occurred to me, despite me having some Pokemon in mind, I don't have all names in mind here, but I have a couple names in mind. I've not designed any nameplates, title cards, because I haven't really had the chance. I've been flying by the seat of my pants doing all sorts of different things around here like the past week, and I have not had the chance for any of that. So this might be a little bit of a longer stream today. We'll see. It might be a little bit on and off. Take some BRB breaks along the way. And maybe we'll just do a little bit of graphic design as my passion and do some nameplates like while I'm while I'm in the middle of streaming here. But yeah, I'm at work today. Am I on the naughty list? I don't know. Did you receive the Legend ZA DLC? Oh boy, we're getting a soft reboot to New Adventure. Maybe, if, depending on how long it takes to catch some of these Pokemon here. But you be Floridans. Joke aside, I got some awesome gifts this morning. Got an iFixit Pro Toolkit. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds fancy schmancy. Who are you? Now, all in good time. Please excuse the altitude and allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ansha. Kind of similar to Ange or whatever the heck. Not quite, but like, that's the first thing I thought of. And this is Hoopa, the Mischief Pokemon. Rayman-like arms there. I've come to your hotel with a particular request. A request fit for Lumios's renowned Team MZ. If you're willing to hear it, of course. Let me hear it. How agreeable, thank you. Then without further ado... What? Talk about being tilted. Help me make a delicious donut that will fill Hoopa with a great surge of power. Yeah, this is not how I was planning to spend my Christmas this year, but like, what you gonna do? Side mission 120 donuts of otherworldly deliciousness. Okay. It's just like the Battle Frontier arc in Hoenn. Leave a few at Oak, bring some you previously left back, see what new ones you get along the way. I was gonna do that with like, Pokemon Home. There's some Pokemon from some of my previous playthroughs that got new Mega Evolutions. Like, Glamora got a Mega Evolution, Staraptor got a Mega Evolution. There's absolutely Pokemon that I could transfer over, and I was gonna, like, sub into my party like I usually do at the end of my Pokemon playthroughs. I can't this time. Home support is coming sometime in 2026. So it's literally impossible. A toolkit for electronic repair includes a bunch of different bits, including ones required to open Game Boy cartridges and such, as well as a variety of tweezers, guitar picks, pry tools, etc. Huh. I actually watched the Hoopa movie? I did not, unfortunately, so I know that Hoopa doesn't have a donut limitation for its power. So I know that Hoopa doesn't have the donut limitation for its power until now. Yeah, it's all gonna be donut based or something here. A donut? That sure is a cute request. I agree, but it's a bit odd. Why here at Hotel Z? Why not make one at home? Doesn't matter why. I'm not gonna turn down a kid in need of help. Some random kid comes up to you and asks to make donuts, and you're like, I'm not gonna turn down a kid in need of help. I mean, pretty broad definition for in need of help, but I mean... Alright, so we've got to provide a space and find some ingredients. Turn this into a donut shop. Right. Donuts have to be fried in oil. That's at least 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You're telling me this game takes place in France and they're still using freedom units for some reason? My god, the American influence. She'll need supervision. Oh, good point. That must be why she came to Team MZ for help. Does that really make sense to you? Still don't see why she couldn't ask her parents. Though, you know, thinking about that, I say that, but because of America's influence here, we still here in Canada do still oftentimes use Fahrenheit when it comes to baking. And in terms of general temperature outside and stuff, we just use Celsius. We never use Fahrenheit. But in terms of baking, we oftentimes use Fahrenheit because that's what the baking instructions on the things that you get are set to, and what so many recipes that come from the States say. And so many ovens here, you set the temperature, you set it to an amount Fahrenheit. So I know Fahrenheit in the context of baking. It's what I baked my pie in. Yeah, a few days ago here. I made a raspberry cherry pie for Christmas here the other day. And it actually turned out pretty decently well. The last time I made a raspberry cherry pie was a bit of a runny disaster. But this time it actually turned out like really quite solid and delicious. All homemade, all hand-picked. It was quite good stuff. That really makes sense to you? Still don't see why she couldn't ask her parents. I'm an important character in Pokemon. You think I have parents? Ansha, something on your mind? It's just that this hotel's different from the one I'm used to. It feels calmer. You made the god iFixit toolkit too? You did as well, Radora Master. Am I the only one that doesn't know what these are? Gosh dang, I really was on the naughty list. I didn't get an iFixit toolkit. Well, calm is good for making donuts, right? No distractions. If you need a workspace, the kitchen and front desk are free. This space looks well cared for. Speaks highly of the people who use it. Maybe you are on the naughty list, Reggie Bump. You didn't get an iFixit toolkit. Right? Oh no. I'm guessing you'll need butter, but I used up the last of ours yesterday. Sorry, Ansha. Oh dear. Butter is crucial to the recipe. Never fear. The hell is this DLC so far? Hold tight for a bit, Ansha. I know a place that has really great butter. I'll see if I can get us some. Meet me at the baker stall in Magenta Sector 6. Alright, Floridans? Have a pleasant trip. But I didn't get the DLC either. Perhaps I'm on the rare neutral list. Yeah, maybe it's that. In the meantime, I'll prepare everything else we need to make that donut. I'll lend a hand. Bizarre as this request may be, we gave our word we'd help. Good luck with that butter, Floridans. No, but did get one with a bunch of screwdriver bits. Didn't get the pro one. You weren't on as good of a nice list then. Much like many things in life, the naughty and nice list is a spectrum. After all. Let's just see here. But yeah, good old Game Freak / Pokémon Company artificially locking Pokémon behind a paywall and not letting you do anything with past Pokémon until months after the release. It's already been months after the release. It's been, what, like 2.5 months since this game came out? Still no home support, so who knows how many months it's going to be before the home support thing is already out. It's got a USB SD card reader, so no longer have to dig up my old laptop every time I want to play with my modded consoles. I have one of those somewhere around here, or just like a little USB adapter where you can stick an SD card into it, and then you're essentially sticking an SD card into a USB slot. 212 degrees Fahrenheit equals 100 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit equals 0 Celsius. Our temperature system makes no fucking sense. Yeah, like many things in the US. No, I mean, sorry. Yeah, it's not really based around anything. It's just kind of units, you know? Whereas Celsius is all based around, you know, water, essentially. Freezing point and boiling point. I forget who it was in one of my streams one day, many years ago, but I distinctly remember getting in an argument with a viewer once that was like, no, Celsius suck, because freedom units, Fahrenheit, are numbers that look nicer. Doesn't it just seem nice to say that it's like a nice 80 or something like that out? Whatever the heck they said. Blah, saying that it seems like a nice 20. That's just weird. Fahrenheit just looks nicer, so it makes more sense to use. I was just like, what the heck? I have no idea who that was. I don't remember, but I distinctly remember getting in an argument with a viewer about that years ago. But yeah, well, that's a whole bunch of bits there. Folks on the neutral list don't receive anything. Mate, I wish that I could award like channel points or something like that. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Otherwise, I would totally just like be awarding channel points to who's on different aspects of the list there. I see Mythic has DM'd me the YouTube tutorials there. I'm gonna have to check that out later. Won't find finer donuts than the ones I make. Donuts are dangerous business. Oh, the oil gets scalding hot. We'll grab some butter from the bakery stall, Magenta Sector 6. You want to see my, think about bacon there. You want to see my pies I made for Christmas for dessert here? Let's see here. Delicious foods. I posted it in this. So this was my first time ever making homemade crust myself. So I had a taekwondo classmate show me how to make pie crust at one point. So I was like being shown like step by step. This was my first time making pie crust myself. Instead of switching layouts, I'm just gonna add a display capture 2 to this layout, so I don't have to keep on switching. Then I can drag it to like here or something. There we go. Then it takes up the game screen, and then I can just like, oh, let's maybe, unless I do actually want to show things in full screen. I don't know. It's something to figure out for another time. But this was the pie I made. I poked a whole bunch of ventilation holes with just like a fork there. I eventually just turned it into a bit of a pattern, so I was told I didn't have enough holes. And yeah, the crust turned out pretty alright. There's the raspberry cherry pie filling of like all raspberries and cherries that I picked from my my almost yard this year. A UFO! That's right. It actually turned out pretty good. Because like I said, last time I made raspberry cherry pie was a little bit of a runny disaster. But this time it, dang, I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep on thinking minus is the map because of how standard that is in so many other games I've played. My god, there's oh, here, that one's specially marked. Jeez, I was about to say there's exclamation points everywhere. I have no idea where the heck. Sit on a bench, let's turn today. Like, you can just give channel points. I was wrong, you can't give channel points. I wonder if there's a way that I could, like, artificially give channel points. Like, I think that I can adjust the amount of channel points that are rewarded for different actions. Maybe. I don't know. I have no clue. I haven't messed around with it enough. One day. One day, something to mess around with there. Alright, well, it's daytime. Let's run over this way. Can I just run right through you here? Of course I can't. It's a Pokemon game. The only thing I can think of is make a channel point reward that gives channel points with some coding. Not now, obviously. I don't know if Twitch lets you get that intimate with, like, custom systems. Like, of course, if I did, like, some sort of third-party point system, like Streamlabs thing, then I'd be able to. But with, like, actual Twitch built-in stuff, I don't know if you can. Have a prediction and pick the option a specific person chose? I don't know. But the thing is, predictions award points based on, like, the amount that was voted one way or another. If everyone votes for one thing, then you get no points because there's no points to take from the people that voted wrong. Is the thing. What the heck? Do I just have to go through the wild zone? Look, I actually pressed the right button this time. I've taken the super long scenic way around here, haven't I? What this place used to look like anymore. Same. Okay, yoink, Pecha Berry. This way you go. Creep. Yeah, and we go up this way. Yeah, I took the super scenic way around, I think. Oh, you made a huge bet against yourself? I can't vote. I have infinite channel points as, like, the channel supreme leader. But I can't actually vote in predictions, I don't think. With my infinite power. With my infinite points. A different Pokemon that they think is the strongest. Amazing dialogue. We can get the best butter and Lumios from the baker here. Though realistically, I realize that if you're making dialogue for, like, NPCs around the whole world to say, like, it's gotta get pretty tiresome, like, typing in generic sounding things over and over and over again. I kind of feel that sometimes when it comes to me commenting on my own videos. I always try to put a comment on, like, each of my own videos so that, you know, people see, like, hey, I'm commenting, I'm engaging, like, I'm someone that'll probably reply to comments if I'm not busy. But, you know, sometimes I just end up saying, like, the most generic shit because it's like, I gotta come up with something. So I might criticize what the NPCs say in this game, but low-key, I kind of say that kind of stuff sometimes in the comments of my own videos. So, I mean...
You fool!
Yeah, I can make a sub-account just for that? But if I make a sub-account, it would need to be a... I would need to have it open and, like, watching my stream and doing things, I'm pretty sure. I mean, my one bot account... There's my Harmonic bot account that I used to use for, like, a whole bunch of channel stuff years ago. I don't even know if that account is... I don't think that account is, like, still counted as actively watching my streams. But I do technically have an alternate account called Harmonic Bot that I, literally just use to test my streams without streaming to, like, my main channel there. Your phone can cover that? I don't want my phone watching my stream the whole time. Guys, he's the 1%. He has literally infinite channel points. That's right, I do. I can redeem anything I want. I can redeem time someone else out. And I can say, everyone. Of course, the only message that shows up down here is everyone. But, oh, hello, Tawny. After some Lumiosian butter, you're in luck. I've got one pack left. All yours. And one of these days, I should add some new sound effects as well. Let's help the baker out here out of a jam while I was out being my usual helpful self. I can't word say. Now she hooks me up with ingredients sometimes. Inflate your viewer count by making 5 Twitch accounts and watching yourself on 5 different devices? You can't actually do that. There's a limit per household, like, so if it's coming from the same Wi-Fi network, there's a limit of, I believe, 3 viewers. So, I can count for 3 viewers in this household, and I can only count for more if I use, I don't know, like, would you be able to use a VPN for that or something or other? So, Team MZ knows the one place in town to get Lumiosian butter. You are a resourceful bunch. I don't know who's saying this. Oh. Grisham? And Tarragon? How good is your mobile data at your home? Pretty good, but I don't want to eat it all up. Freaking botting my own stream. Didn't expect to see you two all buddy. Well, kid, I got to think we need some new merch to keep the fanatics happy. It's my brainchild for my grandchild. Canary bread. Her fans are gonna eat it up. They need something to consume that isn't her OnlyFans content after all. And oh, Grisham agreed to teach me the secrets of bread making as his apprentice. I never agreed to an apprenticeship. I mustn't extinguish the passion of a budding baker. Unfortunately, this leaves us with a problem to be solved, doesn't it? Yep, this Lumiosian butter isn't big enough for the both of us. It isn't. Look at that guy in the stand over there. He's just like, what the fuck is going on over there? This calls for a 2-on-2 battle. Winners bring home the butter. What? Sounds like bro has limited data SMH. Yeah, serious skill issue. I don't think I've ever seen Tarragon stand up that straight. Alright, time to use water. What is the red ring of the Xbox 360 circulating around them? What the heck is this? Butter shortage. Well, it's better than having something like a RAM shortage like we have in real life here, huh? At least it's a whole lot better than that. Skibbity gator, go! This is my Christmas gift to you. Brain rot. Liquidation. Aqua jet. Well, look, why are they fighting over a stick of butter? It's not DDR5 RAM, it's fucking butter. That's right. These are the issues I have to deal with in France. Nom nom nom. Well, I wonder what my healing items are like. If I stocked up, also the game looks a little loud. I'm gonna adjust it just a little smidge here to like here-ish. I don't know. We'll see anyone that tries to hold us back. Let's ignite with Mega Evolution Charizard. One of the worst Megas I've ever seen. You dare say that about Charizard? No, I know what you're talking about. To be honest, I think a global butter shortage would be more problematic than a RAM shortage. Yeah, probably would be. With how much butter you need in so many different things. Well, let me outrage. What is happening? Oh. You know how Excadrill Mega evolves? We bond over how badly we want to win. Well. Yeah, a lot of things are made with butter, including my pie that I made a few days ago. Okay, I think the first couple layers are on. I can probably speed up the printer here in a sec. I have it running at 60% speed just to reliably get on the first couple layers. Oh my god. But the first couple layers are probably done. I can probably speed it up. I have it keep going at 60% speed. It'll be done at like... It'll be a while tomorrow. By the time it gets done. It's already going to be a little ways into tomorrow by the time it gets done. It'll be sometime tomorrow morning. But I'd rather be sometime tomorrow morning and not sometime tomorrow midday. Again, assuming that no piece comes loose. Always have pretty bad luck when it comes to super long-ass prints like that. I tend to find. My thoughts exactly. Here, flamethrower. But yeah. Bananas, ingredient, cookies, damn it. What will we do without cookies? Yeah, we won't be able to access most websites at that point. Here, let me go ahead and just switch my input and go to my little 3D printing screen here. And let's go ahead and up the speed to 100%. Have it stop going so slow. Make that nozzle fly a little bit faster. There we go. There's the speed up. Gotta go briefly BRB okie doke Reggie bump. Boop. Switch my input back over. Your teams make as fine a combination as quality beans and the perfect roast. Ah, fuck! Guess that just figures from Team MZ's leader and their ace. Yeah, each a steely challenger. I just thought that would have been really funny if Grisham was like super respectful and then, you know, Tarragon just blew a gasket or something here. Yeah, I was just trying to make a website joke about like not having cookies because I couldn't come up with anything more realistic fast enough. So long, canary bread. You are a beautiful dream for the Canatics and me. Suppose it's no surprise our teamwork was lacking. Tarragon doesn't even drink coffee. Neither do I. Sorry, but a deal's a deal. So it's time for the finest butter in Kalos. I'll take that Lumiosian butter, please. It's like how Windows 11 works without telemetry, but only business editions of the OS. Oh. This will be good enough even for Ansha's standards. What do you mean even for Ansha's standards? You literally just met her. How do you know what her standards are? At least I'm pretty sure you just met her. You guys didn't know one another at one point. Look at that. The friggin' follow bots are getting banned immediately by a new bot that I added to the channel recently. Isn't that great? Tarragon, have a little butter, okay? Gotta make that canary bread. Naveen will be thrilled. I mean, you're only giving him a little butter. You won't be able to make that much bread. It wouldn't change the fact there's a shortage. And if you're trying to sell it as, like, merch, that's not a realistic business model, but, like... Okay. You got it, kid. I'll make a masterpiece even Grisham's croissants can't hold a candle to. This apprentice is gonna outbake the master. Still haven't agreed to make you my apprentice. But if I'm to teach you, I'll expect no less than the finest of breads from you. One look at your scaffolding courses tells me that you drive to create burns white hot. Moni, have you heard of Copilot Recall, a new feature in Windows 11? No, I have not. So I'll teach you with a heat that's just as intense. Be warned. Works for me. Just wait. Your apprentice will rise to the occasion. They make a fun pair. Okay, duty calls. I gotta go take care of some stuff at Quasartico. Did you bring Ansha this Lumiosian butter? Thanks, Floridans. Now we're gonna have to go do something for like all the other ingredients. Lumiosian butter, some of the absolute best butter produced in the Kalos region. I'd be a little bit sketchy about already being opened. Highly sought after by the cooks of Lumios. If you know, you know. Makes for great donuts. If you know, you know. Secret ingredient. Drugs. I'll come meet up with you all as soon as I'm finished at work. Take the butter back to Ansha. Yeah, I hope that this color will finish before, dang it, I keep doing that to access the map. Before I run out of white. I figure for the white that I'll do, that I switch to towards the top of this print, I'll use one of my not whites. Like, I'll either use this, which is basically a white. The color is called light change to red. This color is supposed to change to red when it's exposed to sunlight. It doesn't. It changes to more of a pink. Still cool that it changes in sunlight, but like it does not change to red like advertised. So I might do this one because it's kind of whitish. Or I might do this recycled filament white, which is not quite a nice bright snowy white. Dropping a different filament. It's kind of a paler white. So it's another white that I have. It looks bright white because my light is shining right there, but just take my word that it's not that bright of a white. It's kind of my filament that I burn through when I just need to print something and don't really care about the color. Takes a screenshot every 10 seconds and feeds the image to Microsoft's Copilot AI so it can recall things you have done to help you remember things. I agree, that sounds very bad. I don't like the sound of that. Sounds like something my boss would get a kick out of, but I would not get a kick out of.